Dadnarok reacts to Shazam! Fury of the Gods. This is Sean.
And this is Chris.
And we are Dadnarok. We are here once again to react to the latest trailer that's come out. Shazam! Season 2.
Season.
Shazam 2. The no 2 in the title, I guess. Fury of the Gods. You didn't like the first Shazam.
I was one of the outliers. I guess the box office kind of said I wasn't an outlier.
Yeah.
But I seen it and I just didn't like it. I don't know what it was about it I really didn't like. I just didn't care for it. So I wasn't, when I heard they were making it too, I was like, I just wasn't feeling it. The first couple trailers that came out, I wasn't feeling.
I liked it only because it was such a kind of refreshing change from the Snyderverse that we're still in the midst of. Everything was so dark and gloomy, and Shazam actually was kind of colorful and had like a fun like foster family and like a nice story. And even though like some of the CG was bad and the actual bad guy wasn't all that great, it was still fun. I thought Zachary Levi was fun playing the main role there. But as far as like warranting a sequel or being like, oh, I can't wait for the sequel, it wasn't that good.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Let's jump into it and see what we think actually of the trailer itself.
Yeah.
Of this new one.
We are at war. We will annihilate everything. Champions of this realm can do nothing to stop us.
You are very menacing. I just want you to know that. A lot has changed in the last few years. The wizard gave me superpowers. And then everybody got superpowers.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
All right, here's the situation.
Started from the bottom, now the whole team here.
The daughters of Atlas are coming to hunt us.
Children stole the power of the gods. You ripped it from our father's core.
Okay, I feel like maybe I should be writing all this down.
Give us the powers, child.
Your world will not survive this. You want these powers? Come get them! Hey, Khaleesi!
I love that.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
All right,
Started from the bottom, now the whole team here.
we have one job to do. Save the world. Billy! Ready?
I don't know how we fight powers like this.
I can't do this. Take my powers back. You gave them to me, so you can take them back, right?
I spent millennia searching for a worthy champion. You know exactly what must be done.
Billy, what are you doing? I have to do this.
We end this now.
Yeah, we do.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here.
That did it for me.
Dang.
I got see. I watched this before we actually did this. I watched it live.
Yeah,
when it came out. What was your your thoughts on that trailer?
Well, it was better because I think they released a teaser trailer a couple months back, and that didn't do anything for me. This trailer was a lot better. Like it showed more of the story, but it also showed like the special effects are pretty polished. Like it
Yeah.
looks good.
Well, it gives us an idea what the story is. We know these women are daughters of Atlas.
Yeah.
So that's, we know that it's their powers. It was taken from them. That's why they're so pissed.
Yeah.
And if we know anything, we don't cross the, scorn a woman. So, I mean,
Right.
Billy's in trouble.
Yeah, and the family's back. I like that. You know what I was actually thinking as I was watching it? I was kind of mad that The Rock and the Black Adam movie
Did so poorly.
well, did so poorly, and also like Black Adam should have been introduced in the Shazam movie. Like
And
those
introduced in that movie and then had his own standalone maybe.
yeah, to like see this family and then have them fight like The Rock's Black Adam, like that would have been a cool movie. And because that's what it is in the comics. Like Black Adam is like a Shazam character.
Yeah.
They come from the same power set or whatever. That's why their costumes look so similar. Like I'm confused as to why they went this way because it's like people just, well, some people went and saw that Black Adam movie, not a lot,
Not many.
but they'll probably be like, why do they look like they're wearing the suits from that and vice versa? You know what
I
I
think
mean?
there's
Like,
so much confusion with the movie, and
yeah.
it's what led to the movie not doing as well as it probably could have.
But as I'm watching this, I'm like, "Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool." And, you know how big of a bad guy The Rock can be? Like, he
Yeah.
could be a great it almost gives me, like, Scorpion King or something, like, he
Oh,
would have
don't
relished.
bring up Scorpion King.
Well, I'm
That
just
is not a
remembering his
good
first
movie to
role.
be invoking for The Rock.
I'm just saying, like, he could have, like, knocked it out, and I think he had a lot to do with that. I feel like there's
Yeah,
writers in
because
his
he was the
contract,
one pushing it. He was the one that was driving that whole movie.
and he
He
didn't wanna
wanted it to
do a
be the
Shazam movie.
center of
Yeah,
this movie. He couldn't
right.
be
What a
a
waste.
villain who it's not his movie.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's his doing in this aspect, I think.
I didn't see Black Adam, but I may just go see this. And that's saying a lot for me because I have not cared for the DC movies at all. Like I saw the Batman, of course, but that was separate from everything. I saw
Yeah.
Joker. But as
I
far
didn't
as
see Joker.
and you still haven't seen
I
it
still
to
haven't
this
seen
day?
Joker.
Joker's I don't know, it's really dark. It's kind of gloomy and
Well, it kind of fits right in with what DC's been doing on the screen. Majority of what DC stuff is, it's not whimsical at all. There's no light side to go with the dark.
yeah,
There's nothing to balance it out.
the Snyderverse is dark, but it's still like they feel like superhero movies. Joker just does not feel like a superhero. It feels like a 1970s like uh psycho thriller, like I don't know, like Taxi Driver or something like
I mean, that
Martin
could be a good thing.
Scorsese
I've heard a
film.
lot of good things. I've
Yeah,
got so much on my docket. I mean, you don't understand what
right.
that is like.
Yeah.
But dude, I love the little not Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones nod
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
Khaleesi when he was,
Right.
taking it to the dragon. I got a kick out of that immediately. And the funny thing is, the thing that really is pertinent to my family is we're watching through Game of Thrones from beginning to end. And it's my
Oh wow.
wife's very first time to ever see any of them because she watched bits and pieces of the endings,
Right.
but she doesn't know the beginnings.
I see.
So we are like on episode 7 or 8 in season 1.
Yeah.
So she's watching. Last night I asked her, I said, side tangent here, guys. Like, what do you think of this? She said, okay, there's a lot of violence and there's a lot of nudity.
Great.
I said, well, the violence ramps up, the nudity kind of ramps down.
Yeah. You
But
that's funny because initially when you said that you said you were watching it as a family. I was like,
well, okay, wow, yes, not
like,
as
wow,
in
that's some family fare there.
that's some bonding right there.
Yeah.
Wow, on a level that it's not necessary.
Anyway, well, yeah. If you want to hear us talk about Game of Thrones, we got a whole after show a few months back talking all about House of the Dragon. So you should be sure to check that out.
Yeah,
So I do have a question for you though. We know that as far as behind the scenes, that the DC movie universe is under a new regime,
yeah.
with James Gunn and everything. And do you think I just feel weird about the Flash movie, Aquaman 2, and this movie as far as like, does it even matter? Like, who cares?
I mean, yeah, no, it has nothing to do with anything going forward. When
Yeah,
James Gunn and is it Saffron
I
come
think so. Yeah.
come out and be like, this is what our 10-year vision is going to be. This is the movies. This is first movie that's going to come out. It's going to be Superman more likely, and this is who's going to be our Superman.
Right.
Everything from past regime is going to be wiped off the board. Now we may have actors come forward and play in it. Like for instance, I think of Momoa. It may be playing what is it, Lobo? I
Mm,
think that the actual rumors has it, and he came out of a meeting with James Gunn and he
yeah.
put up on social media that he was like glowing about something. He was
Pretty
super happy
pumped.
about something,
Yeah.
and I don't think he would be able to put that up without their permission to do so.
Yeah.
So there's something going on, but outside of him, I see them wiping this whole slate clean. So really, all we can really hope for is, are these good movies?
Right.
Because if they're not good movies, there's no connection. There's no investment.
Yeah.
But DC really hasn't gotten us invested in any of their long-term like DCU or whatever they want to call it, their universe.
Right.
They haven't been successful at it at all anyway. So I mean, I really don't know if it really matters.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, these films are kind of up against it, honestly. If you're into geek culture and pop culture and you know some of the behind the scenes stuff, they're more of a curiosity than anything. And the only one of the three that are still yet to come out is that I have the most curiosity about is the Flash movie, just because I'm wondering if they use that as a stepping stone to get to the new stuff.
I've heard so many people call that Batman Flashpoint. Just
All
get rid of
right, yeah,
because of the whole
yeah.
Ezra Miller thing.
That and I want to see Michael Keaton as Batman again. But that's not this movie. This movie is Shazam: Fury of the Gods, coming out in March.
It
You
did
were
its job for me. It's got me excited for a movie that I could care less about prior
right.
to this trailer.
That's a big deal. Yeah, you didn't like the first one at all, and I haven't been a huge fan of the DC movies, but it sounds like you and I are more pumped to see this in theaters.
Yeah, I'm more apt to go ahead and see it. May take my son to go see it. It's kind of been our thing lately. Me and the kids go to the theaters just for whatever for whatever movie it is that is family friendly. Definitely when it
Yeah.
involves my daughter.
Shazam: Fury of the Gods comes out March 17th into theaters. Be sure to check it out because we will be. And we are Dadnarok. We are here. Are we coming back for Ted Lasso?
I believe we will be back for a Ted Lasso dedicated after show. I believe we will.
Yeah.
Keep your ears open. Check out our socials. But I think for that show, Mandalorian, I think we decided already. So
Yeah.
we're not going to do shows that we can't stand after an episode or two. We'll just put it that way. There's been a lot of those lately.
Yeah, where we were just pushing right along, just trying to get through it. But yeah, we'll be back with the after shows with Mandalorian and Ted Lasso. And join us here when keep an eye out if there's a big trailer that comes out. We'll be reacting to that too. So stay
Yeah,
tuned.
keep an eye on our TikTok right now or our YouTube Shorts. I've never watched Last of Us, so I'm keeping a Last of Us Shorts non-spoiler kind of talk to give my opinion on the show because I've never watched it. So it's fun for me to see it for the first time. If you're looking for fresh eyes and you want to tear me down on what I missed, let me know. I got thick skin.
Yeah, that's it. So appreciate you joining us tonight, and stay tuned to the channel. We'll see you next time.